Hello, Dmitry.
Hello, Ludmila.
Do you hear me?
What?
Do you I do you hear me?
Yes.
So it's nice, and I see Michael here. So I think that hello one more time, really, because I have already seen you at the previous lesson. So how are you today,
Who? Me?
Michael?
I'm okay. It's kind of.
Okay, and Dmitry, how are you?
I'm fine. Uh,
It's nice, really. And today we are going to continue our conversation about great ideas that left for us clever people, really. And it's our third lesson about great minds, and I think that it's possible really to have endless quantity of lessons about it. And and we have a lot of weeds for today, and let's start. So the first quotation sounds like that: I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know. So, and I'm writing it to you so you can read it. So I think it's a bit ironical quotation. So, but my question is, do you like to sleep? So, Dmitry.
I guess everyone likes sleeping, and uh, I agree with Ernest Hemingway because sometimes my dreams are so beautiful and that I don't want to be awake.
So, and Michael, do you like to sleep?
Yeah, I think I like. But if you have a schedule, it's okay too, because it depends on the situation. One period of life, maybe you can sleep, I don't know, all day. Yeah, but if
Nowadays, it's my favorite kind of activity, really, after writing the diploma.
yeah,
So it's the only one thing which I like to do is to sleep, really.
and after that it will be changed, so it's okay.
So maybe have you heard about a person who doesn't eat at all, and she tells that she eats the power of sun. But haven't you heard about a person who doesn't sleep? And is it possible not to sleep?
It's impossible.
Michael, what do you think about it?
Yeah, it's impossible because like our body, or how to say,
I
organ,
think body is correct.
yeah, need to rest, and it's a kind of rest. So, it's a thing which I need for body. Yeah. So
So it's necessary for us, really. But about eating, really. So there is a person who doesn't eat, but it seems for me that eating is also kind of. Uh,
I think it's where did you read it?
I watched some program on the
Maybe
internet.
kind of. No,
You don't believe, yes, as far as I understand.
of course. It's it's like breaking news for TV shows. Yeah. So
So, Dmitry, what do you think about it?
I agree that it's impossible
To eat
not
sun,
to
it's very
sleep
hot, yes.
because without sleeping, person can go mad and I don't know, can lose his mind.
Yes, I watched the video which showed that the person without sleep became bec became mad in 2 weeks.
No, yes.
So, and I see Ulvi here. I think I shouldn't tell you hello because I have already seen you. So, Today we are going to discuss some wisdom that left for us great people, and we are discussing quotation by Ernest Hemingway. I love sleep. My life has a tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know? And I'm writing it for you. So my question is for you. Do you like to read, Ulvi? Do you like to sleep?
Of course, I thought that everybody loves to sleep, but there are some people who have the insomnia. But
Have you ever had an insomnia?
No.
No. You're a happy person, really. And how many hours do you sleep?
In normal 8 hours, but because now I'm relaxing, so I spend more time for sleeping over the 10 hours.
Do you know that it can get some harm to your body?
More hours for sleeping, or
More hours of sleeping, yes. If you undersleep or if you oversleep, it can damage your body, really.
actually I don't know about it, but I will try sleep less after.
So good, Dmitry. How many hours do you sleep?
Normal 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
It's nice, I
I
think.
thought it's a normal, yeah? 6 and 8 hours, it's a normal.
I think that 7,
Yes.
8 hours are normal.
Unnormal, why?
Scientists tell us that. So there is a good video in Vkontakte, so you can find it's in English. How many hours should we sleep?
8
So and
hours, yes.
what?
8 hours, yes, is a norm.
You are not a scientist, Dmitry.
I'm a scientist. I'm a master.
So let it be. And I see Mary.
Yes, hello.
So Mary, now we are discussing Ernest Hemingway's quotation about sleep. So I'm writing it for you, and even twice. So here it is. So Mary, do you like to sleep?
Yes, I like.
And how many hours do you sleep?
I know different, sometimes 10 hours, sometimes 8 hours. How I can, how it's possible I sleep.
So it depends on your mood, you can only tell it. So, and Michael, how many hours do you sleep?
It depends. I think maybe from I think 5 till 8 hours.
5, I think it's too less, really, too little.
It depends when I need to wake up. So. Because I usually go to bed to sleep to bed near the 2 or 3 o'clock. It depends when I need to wake up.
So I understand you. Sometimes there are some things that prevent us from going to bed, and sometimes it's some conversations with mobile phones, something else. So, and the next quotation is also by Hemingway. So about morals, I know only that what is moral is what you feel good after, and what is immoral is what you feel bad after. So, and I'm writing it for you. So, and my question is, do you agree with such criteria of determination, moral and immoral? So, Dmitry, your opinion.
I don't know what to say. Hmm.
So, do you agree that moral is what you feel good after and immoral what you feel bad after?
I guess moral is a subjective thing, and moral.
But you should only agree or disagree with Hemingway. I think that he's
Agree.
sortable person, and it's difficult to argue with him. But I'm asking about your opinion.
Agree. I agree.
Agree? So strange, Mary.
Yes, I agree with this quotation.
So you understand that some murderers and some killers felt very good after they killed someone. So you agree that there are moral actions if they felt good after it. So,
But it can be some psychology disease, and I
Yes.
understand them.
but we speak about all people. That this rule is for everyone.
I think
But if there are
normal.
exceptions, it means that this rule doesn't work for everyone.
I think normal people can't to kill somebody. So if people kill somebody, this means those people have disease.
But there are also
Psychology.
people, really, and they are in
I
society.
disagree.
So,
Because
Michael,
What?
I disagree with you, because sometimes they kill because they are not so smart. It's like stupid, not a disease. Just only
Yes, psychology disease. Yes,
no, only
like
stupid.
imbecile.
No, of course not. No.
But if they not smart, it's disease.
Hard to say.
we are not
We have
doctors, but we speak about
three.
all society, and even mad and stupid people are the part of this society. So we should include them into our points of view and our circle of investigating.
Mm, just a second. If a person has IQ lower than 70, it's disease.
So, but
So if people
this
not smart,
person is
it's
a
disease.
person, and she or he lives in our world. So it's a part of our. He or she is a part of our world. So we should count this person to. So you want to tell that for normal people there are one rules, but for not normal people there are different rules. Yes.
Not for all people, all rules. But if people have disease, they have to be in some hospital.
Not so many seats in these hospitals. Yeah.
They are around us, really, the most horrible thing. So, Michael, what do you think about this quotation?
It's interesting. Yeah, as we talked before, it sounds strange because it can use for some bad, yeah, and it's like оправдание, like
Excuse.
excuse, yeah, sounds like excuse. So, and maybe it's hard to
But
use it.
really, if we don't speak about murder and about killing people, but even in little things which can do ordinary people, so I think that it's really part of our mentality. I mean, Russian and Ukrainians, and if you have some troubles, but if your neighbor has trouble worse than you have, it's a little happiness for you. But so it's not really bad thing, but you feel a little bit better because your neighbor has problem and trouble. So is it moral if person really feels good, but it's not a moral thing? So,
Mm,
but it's normal people person, but it's just a kind of mentality. I don't know.
it's hard to say. So maybe it's
Maybe
not
maybe we can help us
yeah,
in solving this problem.
it works, but not for all people. So
So, Ulvi, do you agree?
You discuss it, but to be honest, I don't catch the main idea of this protection. So I don't know what
So
to
there
tell
are
it.
two. So Hemingway tells us that moral things are moral. We feel good after making it. Bad or immoral things, it seems when we feel bad after it.
Uh,
So when you feel good, it's moral. When you feel bad, it's immoral.
no, I don't think that.
Oh, the only one person who agreed with me. It's nice. So, but really, it's for you to decide, and it's difficult, really, because morality, moral and immoral, it's very difficult. Some people even tell that morality doesn't exist in our society, and we shouldn't pay attention on it. So, it's difficult, really, question, and I even didn't hope to solve this problem at this lesson. So, but
Did,
what
can I add something?
you cannot.
Thanks. Morals were thought out by people, and I think that moral is an individual thing. And you say about killers, I think that killers don't know what moral is. So, for example,
I can't agree because as for me, moral is something for the whole society, really. Because it's difficult really to explain because it goes without saying that each person see white and black in different ways, but there should be some common rules which organize some society and the world.
maybe.
So let's look at other quotation. So because it's really very difficult. So it's strange, but it's also by Hemingway. The only thing that could spoil a day was people. People were always the limiters of happiness, except for very few that were good as spring itself. So the general meaning of this quotation that people spoil everything. So let's start with Ulvi. So Ulvi, what can spoil your day? Tell me, please.
Let me read it, please. The only thing. Spoil it's something I don't understand.
Make it bad.
Make it that. People always.
So let's Ulvi, right? So Mary, what can spoil your day?
Everything, you know, when you wake up and you
It's the hint that Mary doesn't want to answer.
yes, I'm here. When you wake up and you don't have water, it can spoil my day.
It can spoil your day?
Yes,
Oh, you're so impressive person, really. So there is no chocolate, there is no tea, oh, it spoils my day. There is no bread and I have to go to shop.
there's something wrong for morning. It's bad for me. Not only people.
So, Michael, what can spoil your day?
Maybe nothing, but it depends maybe on the day. So hard to say. For me, it's
So, if you wake up and there is no water in your house, will it spoil your day?
no,
No.
it's okay. Because in our country, it's usual thing. Yeah, I don't think that we can say something. Maybe it's happened all the time, yeah, problem. But not
So maybe you think about a bit more global things that can spoil your day.
you know, I don't see some kind.
So no one and nothing can spoil your day, yes?
Yeah, I think it depends maybe on health. Uh, if it's okay.
So it's nice. And Ulvi, what can spoil your day?
Yes, I will try to explain one example. For instance, you call your friend and
Great. Let me can you where the step because it's in again.
Yes, very big echo.
yeah, echo.
Should I take on?
Yeah.
Oh, again, what's the matter?
Forever.
So,
Yes, you you call your friend and take a point that we will meet, for instance, in a 3 hour, and you wait him after when the time.
you can tell at correct time, yes?
Yes,
I
he
hear
didn't come.
myself.
He didn't come in a exact time what you organized, and it's spoiled my whole day because I am too correct,
Correct.
correct people. Or не correct.
So you appreciate time, yes? And you are
Yes,
always
I
on
like
time.
accuracy, to be accuracy. If you tell to meet someone in this time, you should be there in this time.
I think that my friends are hell really for you because my friends always miss the time when we should meet each other. So really,
It's stupid.
we spoke about power of killing people. I think that I should really, if I had, I would use it in this situation. So,
Yeah.
so Dmitry, about you, what can spoil your day?
Only people. I absolutely agree, Ernest Hemingway. Uh, Only people can spoil my day, and I think that people, unfortunately, people are enemies to each other, and
I think that today you are in pessimistic mood. So,
maybe, for example, my friend or anybody else can say me something, and it can spoil my day, spoil my mood. Uh, so people are the reason.
so it's your opinion, really. And about this quotation, I have one more question. So Hemingway tells us that people are limits of happiness, but in general, how do you think does happiness have limits? So, Michael.
No, I think it's we can say little happiness, but it's hard to make a measure, of the happiness. So
Boundary.
if it's maybe if you solve a little problem, you can make no, or you can be happy, so.
But in your opinion,
It haven't any limits or measuring,
boundaries. I think it's better to say.
Could you write it?
So boundary. think it writes in such way.
Okay.
So, Ulvi, what about you? How do you think?
Yes, I thought that the happiness have limits because, for instance, something happen and it makes you feel happy, but after some time something different bad happens and it changes all your mood. And
But it's really, I agree with it if we speak about one person, but in general, happiness as some, I don't know, some substance or some object, I don't know, as thing in the world. Does it have limits?
in general, I don't know, maybe.
Can you imagine happiness?
It's impossible to imagine the happiness.
So it's not a
You,
table,
you
really.
should
It's difficult
you
a bit.
should feel the happiness, but not imagine it. It's just a feeling happiness, but how can you imagine it? I don't understand.
So it's also an answer. So Dmitry, about you, does happiness have limits?
Of course it does. Everything has its time, its limits, and happiness is a short-term feeling. Uh, so happiness cannot last forever. Of course it has limits.
So, and Mary,
Could you repeat, please?
does happiness have limits?
Yes, it's emotion because, and you can't feel all time the same because if you have repeated things, it's you can feel depression. So it can be all time, can't be all time.
It's the same as situation with cake. Do you remember that if you eat chocolate cake every day, it will not be tasty for you any longer anymore if you eat it maybe, I don't know, for a year.
Yes, all time people need to change something in life and make life more interesting. It's only a way to be little happy every day, but people can't be all time happy. Only maybe some special people for India, but I only read about them. I don't know anyone.
Do you remember Valery who told about happiness, and he told us that happy people were only in hospitals?
Maybe, but I'm not sure that it's people really happy. I think these people also have a problem, maybe another problem with maybe some stuff, with
So
food.
today you are also a bit pessimistic, so life impossible without problems.
But it's like some changes in our life.
So I've got your opinion. And the last question about this quotation is, do people influence you? So Dmitry, you told a little bit about it, but in general.
Of course, people influence us.
You personally, we speak only about you.
Yes, every person can influence me. I don't know, parents, teacher, my friends, everybody.
Does some people influence you bad?
Bad? No, no, only in a
Oh,
good way.
so your mother shouldn't care about it. Because my mother always tells that, oh, this person influences you bad. You shouldn't communicate with her or he. So, Mary, do
Yes,
people
of
influence
course.
you?
All people can influence for another. It's life. We change everything around us, and we
But you
change
know, Mary,
people.
there are some people who don't care about other people, so they just leave, and there are some people who want to spoil their mood, but such people don't react and they don't care. So who are you? You're a person. Get out of here. So there are some such type of people.
Sometimes not it's but I think about it, so it's changed me. And some people change me in a good way, and I'm glad that these people do it. And some people change. I
So you change some people, yes?
Yes, because it's life. Everything changes around, and we change. Maybe a little, but we do it.
So it's good. And Michael, do people influence you?
Do people influence me? Mm, what does it mean when somebody have influence from me or on me?
On you.
On me.
But it uses without on. Influence you. But it means it happens to you. So there are some
Okay.
people around you and you are in contact with these people and you maybe get some ideas from these people, maybe some good, some bad ideas.
Yeah, I see. So maybe, of course, yes, because all time we can find something, some interesting idea, and maybe how people do something or how can explain. Yeah, it's like um, something. How to say, поведение, как что это?
Behavior.
Yeah, it's a kind of behavior. You can copy some of them, and it's like a role. You can change it.
So I got the idea. And Ulvi,
Yeah, people can have influence me, but just the people who close to me, not the others. I don't think that they can influence me, because the close, for instance, the close my friends tell me to smoke a cigarette, but I never try to smoke because I know that it's a bad habit. If you start, just пробовать как,
try.
just try the first time, and after it becomes a bad habit, and you start to smoke every day. So, but if they tell me something good, for instance, one of
You
my
know,
friends,
Ulvi, the same situation is with books. So the person tell you, write one more time, really, and then you start writing all the time. So the same as with smoking.
uh, I will tell another example. For instance, also my friend with whom I go to the courses of English courses, they saw me every day and they know that I'm trying too hard for improving myself in English. But uh, he also tell me that you're not enough trying. I know I every day try to do something, but not enough for improving. So his opinion to tell me that you're not enough trying is influenced me to try more hard or get some results. Such
So
kind of
maybe that's why you're here.
yeah.
So it's really good influence. So, and the next other quotation is also by Hemingway. So the world is a fine place and worth the fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. So let's just tell agree, disagree, and some explanation about it. So Michael.
Uh, So the word is fine place, and the words that fighting for and hate very much to leave it. So,
Worst fighting for it, or no?
worst, what is it worst?
Достоин.
What?
Достоин.
Yeah.
I wanted to find something in English, but let it be.
Okay, fighting. Hard to say.
I think that such kind of lessons are always difficult and it's so fast, so it's not a surprise.
As I understand, it's
So the world is a good place and we need
no,
to
I
do
understand.
everything to save it and to stay in this world as long as it's possible.
It's a kind of optimistic proverb or something like that. So it's just a word. So I think it's kind of not so interesting because it's a good sentence, but it makes for like for using how to say цитата.
Quotation.
Quotation. So
So you didn't appreciate, yes?
not so deep. It's for me.
Maybe in connection with biography and character of Hemingway, it's very
In
strange.
this
But
connection, of course, I understand what about it. So, and in general, it's a kind of good using of language.
so for you, it's not deeply, yes, enough.
Yeah.
So Mary,
I understand this quotation like too afraid of death, because I hate very much to leave it. So I don't want to leave this place. I don't know, maybe I understand this quotation
so
in
he
another way.
wants to do everything to stay on this earth as long as it possible. So
Yes, but it's you can
let's read just the first part. So the world is a fine place and worth fighting for it. So is it a fine place?
yes, I think it's fine place, but we live and we don't have fight for world because we live. We can only pleasure our life.
So I can't agree that for everyone life is pleasure. So but if for you life is pleasure, really, it's really great. So Ulvi, do you agree?
Actually, I agree, yes, but there are some exceptions. Everything has his positive and negative sides. For instance, when you see the human actions, good human actions, which make you feel good, something I don't know. Persons help each other to be happy, for instance, yeah. But also something actions which make you feel bad, and it's pressure you to leave this world and to live in another place.
And has desire to live in the world without people or without some people.
Yes, without some people.
So, but you know that Hemingway also wasn't a very good person, as for me, really, because maybe you know.
Ludmila, do you remember what happened with him on the last days? What kind of end of life they choose? That's why I say it sounds.
For me, the most influenced this story was Dog, really, about Hemingway when it was depicted by Salinger. You know that there was a war, and Hemingway just took his gun and killed the dog, really. And for me, it's the greatest characteristic of this person. So he considered all nature and all beings in this world as his enemies, so really I don't appreciate such people. But he was a good writer.
Yeah, but it's not, I want to say this quotation is not connected with his life. So it's like how to say
Wasn't written by him, or
yeah, because he make a suicide, but before that, right? It's a kind of you know how to name this. Maybe to dualism, when a person think in two meaning in one time, yeah.
but Michael, if you investigate this problem a little bit deeper, you will find that all positive guys in Russian literature, um, in English, in American literature, committed suicide. Mayakovsky, remember Yesenin, yes?
And this is interesting because
So
before,
everything is happy, but there is gun and
yeah.
goodbye. So
It's a kind of interesting thing. As I say, they try to write something not not for yourself. How to say?
and about yourself and about your experience, yes.
Like for another person. Yeah.
So, and we can remember our favorite Sigmund Freud, who told that literature was the way of escape from reality. So his reality was really bad. So let's literature with some bright, I don't know, bright ideas and bright moments. So it's difficult, really. So maybe he was a little bit right, really. I don't want to tell everything about his theory, but this part, I think, really, he was right. So, and Dmitry, your opinion?
Of course, the world is worth to fighting for it, but can we say? But I believe that the most people don't understand this simple truth, because the most people, maybe not the most, many people.
I think that most, Dmitry, really.
Yeah, but you don't know what I want to say. Many people kill this planet, kill the animals, trees, and I don't see that that we fight for our home, because this planet is our home. And there is another situation that I watched the movie Interstellar, and there was a good quotation about Earth. We were born here, but it never meant to die here, but it never meant to stay here. And I agree that people should find another planet where we can live.
So, I even don't know what to say. But it's really its opinion. I think that it can be really. So,
Of course, it can be.
And really, I look at Ulvi, and it seems to me that he's going to fall asleep, really. So I'm going to start with you, really. So the next quotation: I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. So So, Ulvi, can you listen?
I like to listen. Yes, we should listen carefully because in most cases we just show it we are listening, but in a real we don't hear what the person say, and it's um,
He's fall asleep
I don't
with open eyes.
my brain don't working now.
And have you heard about Chekhov and always heroes of his book don't listen to each other? So they have communication, but no one listen, nobody.
For me, it's like more about the understanding. When you can not listen in the meaning to don't find what the people mean want.
Even and they even don't try to understand because their mind is somewhere far from this place with thoughts about you. No?
Because a lot of people focus on yourself. Maybe if you on the process of negotiation, negotiation, so you can tell something and to like to find the ways what to do, but you don't hear the other side, and this is mean you don't want to understand it, what they need or what's the problem. Yeah.
So it can be really. And Mary, can you listen?
I agree with Michael, because true people really concentrate for yourself and doesn't
But
understand.
about you, Mary,
don't
can you listen?
Not always. Sometimes not.
Honest answer, really. But in general, as a quality of character, is it for you? So can you tell about yourself that I can listen?
I can listen, but sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes I don't understand what is problem.
And if you
Maybe
don't
then-
understand, will you try to understand, or you just will shake with your hands that yes?
I forgot another quotation about it. It was Einstein about level of consciousness, and sometimes you understand problem, give answer people, but person still talk about it, and you can listen more because you say answer and you can continue listen because it's too simple. And why I don't know how to explain it.
It's for process of speaking, I don't know.
And sometimes we have very simple problem, and people pay I don't know a very
Too much attention.
yes, too much attention for little problem, and sometimes I don't understand that, and I don't want listen about this small problem sometimes, so I can't listen.
So, Dmitry, can you listen?
Of course, I always can listen, and I agree that most people never listen, and that is the main problem of misunderstanding. People should learn to listen to each other, and this problem will be solved.
So I agree, really. And next, my question: what do you like more, to speak or to listen? So, Michael.
I like to listen, of course, because it's a natural process, so it's not my how to say, not my
Doesn't need a lot of your efforts
efforts or
and imagination.
yeah. So I do it. It's not special. Yeah, when I talk. So I prefer to listen. It's more interesting for me. Yeah.
So yes, Dmitry, what about you? Listen or speak?
Of course, listen, and there's opinion that boys like to listen, like listening, and girls like speaking. I don't know truth. It's a truth or
I
not.
think that you have already betrayed your great name philologist person. So
I met boys and girls, and I understood that this opinion is correct, and that boys like listening and girls like speaking.
so it seems to me that really you are a bright example of a person who likes to speak. But as for me, really, it's my opinion. So what do so about Ulvi? So do you like listen or speak?
I'm not talkative person, so consequently I prefer to listen because when you listen you can get more information, but when you speak you just tell what you know.
Do you want to know a lot of information about people?
I don't know. For someone tell you, for instance, something interesting information, speak about something interesting, and you should have you should to listen to get information.
So you
I
listen when there is something interesting, but if there is nothing interesting,
I'm patient person. I can listen someone during the hours and never tell him to stop.
oh, we just seen that you can sleep with open eyes, so no one will even suspect you really that you don't listen. So, Mary, what about you? Do you like to listen or to speak?
It depends on my uh, with people who I speak. But sometimes I like speak, sometimes listen. For me, it's very. I like Chekhov say. He says that nothing worse like person who is talking, and you don't know when this person go on. So sometimes it's difficult, but I don't know. I think I more prefer talk.
So you just proved Dmitri's theory about it.
Of course.
Yes, because I also like to speak. For me, it's better to listen to myself and some my thoughts than to listen to some strange people's opinions and something else. So, next quotation. Oh, today we have a day of Hemingway. Really, I don't know how could it happen, really, but
Hemingway is our hero today.
yes, the best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. So Dmitry, what do you think? Do you trust people?
I trust people, but I trust people, but it's my how to say in English,
Bad quality of character?
not bad. Uh,
Good quality of character.
it's my weakness, because people people often betray each other, and we shouldn't trust. So, not of course not. We should. We can trust somebody, but we shouldn't trust everyone.
So, but in general, do you trust people?
Yes, I trust people.
So, Mary, do you trust people?
No, I don't trust people.
So Dmitry is going to build new theories that men trust people and women don't. So it will not take a lot of time for him, really. So explain, Mary, why?
Because I don't know any person who never lie.
Because if you remember
I think
Dr. House,
Everybody lies.
No, I don't like this movie.
Mary, you know, it's a different thing. To trust and to truth and lie. Trust, it's about different.
I think that Mary is right, really, because so you trust some person, but this person lies to you really all the time, so you stop believing this person. So I think it's connected things.
How I can trust if I know that this person in one times in future betrayed me?
Mary, do you have friends?
Yes, of course I have friends.
So you don't trust your friends?
I trust, but I how to say допускаю.
Hello.
Can imagine or can
Yes, I can imagine that some time in one time they can lie to me or betray.
I think that really Mary is right that there are some limits of trust, and so it's possible to trust to some person, but in some boundaries, really.
But lying, it's not a problem.
Not the problem, yeah.
It's a general thing. So if you know that every person can lie, you can. It's like a general ideas. So usual situation, and because of that, you need to trust or don't trust when you choose trust and don't trust. You don't need to see lies this person before or for you, or you can see what can this person do in any situation, and not for if you work with some partners. You know, it's not focused on you. It's focused on other person, and if your partner can lie for this third person, it's okay for you. Yeah. So it depends. You know,
And about you, Michael, do you trust people?
in general, yes. But if we talk about, it depends. What about we talking? Trust in what kind of activity?
Maybe about telling some secrets and about I don't know,
No.
being sure that this person will not betray you and
If I know person, of course I can trust. But if we talk about any person on the street, yes, of course it's hard to choose. Maybe you need time for understanding this person. After that, you can say,
if you can trust him or her or no.
yes, yeah. If you talk about work, it's different. You can see how this person.
The way this person walks, yes.
Yeah, it's maybe it's enough to see 1 month, and after that you can trust. You know, trust in the business question. Yeah.
So I see your point, really. And Ulvi?
No, now I think that I can say I trust maybe um, if I have a short dialogue, if it's okay, but I can be wrong with this person, but it happened. It's okay. Yeah.
Yes, that's your idea. So, and Ulvi,
Yes, as
get up.
as Michael said, it depends on the situation in which you are. But in most cases, I don't trust the people, even of my own friends, close friends. For instance, when I'm preparing for exams in university, I can't trust them to get information for the exam because I know не уверен, как.
I'm not sure.
Yes, I'm not sure that he can collect the right information. I can trust him if I.
But it doesn't mean that you can't trust them, but it means that they just can't, in your opinion, that they also only can't do this work. But it doesn't mean that you don't believe these people.
As I said, it depends on the situation. I can trust him, for instance, I don't know how to explain it. I can trust him.
So you have big secrets. So you can't tell it to your parents because it's big and maybe it's a bit ashamed for you. So will you tell it to your friends, knowing that they will not tell anyone?
Such kind of things, of course, I can tell them. I can trust them. Yes.
But examination is too important thing, really. So you're a serious person, but sometimes sleeps.
Alright, it's time to sleep. Goodbye.
We have a time difference. What time is it now?
12 midnight.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So it's night, really.
So goodbye, everyone.
But we have 10 a.m. p.m. So, and it's time to finish our lesson. And I looked through some of my materials, and I can tell that it will be 2 lessons about great minds more, because there are a lot of quotations and they all worth discussing. So this topic cannot be finished as far as I think so. And thank you that you were with me today. Thank you that we didn't sleep.
Please not repeat this topic again.
So, and I'd like to see you next lesson. So,
okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.